Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to add a custom suit or armor or costume, whatever you want to call it, into your add-on, and how to add an openable texture, so like taking your mask off or putting on goggles to change your texture in game. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to do is to create a set of textures. The first set is the armor texture, which create a Minecraft skin, and then you split it into 4 parts. And here I'm using Bruce Wayne as an example, so I have Bruce Wayne boots, leggings, and helmet, and chest plate. Also have a scuba suit as the openable texture, so that Bruce Wayne can go into the scuba suit. You'll understand when I show you later. And I also had the item texture, which is what it looks like in your hand. Make sure that the textures are a multiple of 16, and they should work as long as you put the paths in the code correct. And what you want to do is go into your add-on folder, assets, add-on ID, textures, and items. This is where you put the item texture. You can put it in a separate folder if you want. Just make sure that you add that it is in a separate folder and you code type in slash and the folder name. And just to be safe, name all your stuff in lowercase and put the armor texture in. Also, you can put it in a separate folder if it's one like this, but if it's just one texture, you can leave it out. That's fully up to you. Alright, now let's get to the code part, the scripting part of the tutorial. Alright, now that you got your textures, the first thing you want to do is make a block state. The next thing you want to do is make a block state and the actual code for the armor itself. So go into your add-on folder, add-on ID, then go to block states, and here I'll have a link in the description for a block states template, or you can type out the whole thing if you have a lot of time, but you get the template here in the description and rename it. So in this case we're gonna use Bruce and Wayne. Just have to quickly check that if that's how you spell it there. Yeah, Bruce Wayne. Then you edit it with Notepad++ or a JSON file editor, and ignore everything up here and go straight down here. The block state basically is what makes the item texture work. So you change this to your add-on ID, not items. You change this to your add-on ID, which in this case mine is TA for tutorial add-on. Yours will obviously be something else. For mine says TA, as you can see here. Then you go and if your texture is in a folder, you put in the folder name here. If your texture is not in a folder, just go straight to the texture name. But since mine is in a folder inside of items, I'm gonna have to put in the folder name. And as we can see here, our item texture folder name is Bruce Wayne. So just to speed it up, if you can't remember the folder name, you could copy it and then come in here and paste it in. Then you want to do that for all these down here. If you're using Notepad++, it should pop up automatically. So TA, Bruce Wayne, TA, Bruce Wayne. It may pop up name also, just remove the extra one. From here, TA, Bruce Wayne. Also if your armor doesn't have a headpiece or feet, you just remove it, but make sure the last one does not have a comma after it. As you can see, these three have commas after them, but this last one doesn't. And now we go to the name of the texture. So if we go over here, the Bruce Wayne, this is why I named the texture after the Minecraft item textures, you know, boots, chest plate, helmet, legging. That way I can easily remember the texture name. You come back here and the name of the texture, you add in the texture name for each piece. So the head will be the helmet. So let's just copy Bruce Wayne. To underscore helmet. Obviously yours would not be Bruce Wayne. If you are doing Bruce Wayne for some reason, then you put the name of what you name it here. So if you named it head instead of helmet, you put Bruce Wayne head. But I recommend putting a helmet, chest plate, leggings, boots, because it's easier to remember. But you can do it head, chest, legs, and feet if you want to. And for the chest now, we go to do add in Bruce Wayne underscore chest plate. Name of texture, Bruce Wayne underscore LEGGINGS leggings. And for the last one, which is the feet, we're gonna do boots, because that's the name of my item textures, which are lowercase. I try to keep my item names lowercase. Alright, let's move on to making the armor now. Now that you've created your block state, you create your armor. And again, I have a suit / armor / costume, whatever you want to call it. I have a suit template, link in the description again. You're gonna copy that suit template. For you're gonna have to download it. Don't worry, it's a safe link. Then you want to go into your add-on folder, add-on ID, and Suitsets, and paste in your template. Then you want to rename your template to whatever you want your template name to be. In my case, it's Bruce Wayne. Then you edit it with Notepad++. And here is where the creative tabs comes in. Well, okay, I'm skipping ahead a bit. Let's start with the name. We're gonna call this Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne's outfit. This one can be in caps because it's the name. Then the creative tab, we're gonna call it TA for our mod ID basically. And here's where the durability comes in, which is the durability of your item. And armor reduction amount is how much armor it gives you in Minecraft. So this starts like this with head, chest, leggings, then boots, and they add up together to give you the armor bars. So this here would give you 11 armor. Then the enchant abilities, how easy it gets enchants, like gold armor has a better chance of getting high enchant than say leather armor. Then this is the sound it makes when when you put it on, which is generic for the generic armor equipment sound. Now let's move on to the armor parts, starting with the helmet. We can either put if it's openable or if it glows. I'll make a separate tutorial on glowing textures, but basically glowing textures mean that a part of the texture will glow basically. And the openable means that you will equip a new set of armor. Like if you want to give your character a hat or a watch or something extra that they can turn on and off. So we're gonna put openable as true because I'm gonna give Bruce Wayne a scuba suit. And then here we have the textures. If you're adding this is the normal item textures, the openable. If you have an openable texture, you want to add the path to that texture here. And if you have a glowing texture, you want to add the path to that glowing texture here. And the block states, you want to put the name of your block state. This is why we named our block state the same thing as our textures, so we won't have to type in a bunch of different things, but you can name it something different if you want to. Just make sure you type in the correct name. For block state, we're gonna put Bruce _ Wayne, and the add-on ID, which mine is TA. Then we're gonna do that for add-on ID here, TA. Then we're gonna add openable, TA. Since we don't have a glowing texture, we're gonna leave that the same. And then we're gonna go down here and change the mod IDs for everything else and change the block state to this right here. So TA, Alright, now we have all our block states set and our add-on IDs set. The reason I didn't fill in some of these, again, as I said, we only have the openable for here, so that's why we only put TA here. We have openable true set up here, but we have it false here, so there's no need to change these parts. Same with glowing, just with normal we're changing. We change the block states to the block state name. And now let's change the name of our armor pieces. So the helmet is going to be called whatever you want to name it. So I'm going to name this Bruce weighing head, just like the Steve head in Minecraft. For this, I'm gonna put Bruce Wayne suit, because he's wearing a suit. For the legs, I'm gonna put Bruce Wayne hands, and then for the shoes, I'm gonna put Bruce Wayne shoes. Again, you can name this whatever you want. Let's save just in case, you know, something goes wrong with your computer. See, something goes wrong with mine. Technically, OBS would just crash the entire recording, so I'm just gonna actually save the recording and then start back again, just in case. I'm gonna cut right here, just in case something goes wrong. Alright, I'm back. Quick cut there, just in case something went wrong. I just felt like I would have jinxed myself there and lost the entire recording, so I just cut the save. Right, now let's go to the texture paths. Obviously your armor won't have a texture. Your item texture has already been set in the block states. Alright, so let's go and check our folder here. And textures, models, and Bruce Wayne. So this path here, the textures, models, Bruce Wayne, is basically what we're gonna have to put in the code. So for the normal textures and models already here, so we have to add an extra one. Then put Bruce Wayne. You can quickly copy that. Bruce Wayne and the name of the texture, which we know is Bruce Wayne helmet. It will be whatever you guys name a texture. This is why I said to name it helmet, so it'll be easy to remember. So that's Bruce Wayne helmet there. And here we have an openable texture marked as true. So the openable texture is not inside the Bruce Wayne folder, it's just in the models folder. And we call that scuba suit. So let's just copy the name of that. And put it right here. Since it's not in the Bruce Wayne folder, we don't need to add the / Bruce Wayne /. So it's just in models, so you put the scuba suit there. Moving on from the helmet, or the head section, we go to the chest section. Alright, before we go to the chest section, real quick, I just want to come up here and copy everything before helmet and before models, and go down to the chest section. We have openable and glow at false, so we don't need to change nothing for them. Then I'm just gonna back all the way up to models, do that, put in the chest plate, so that's the name of the texture, .png, because I accidentally deleted it from up there. Now we'll move on from the chest to the legs. Leggings, leggings. Then from leggings, I'm gonna add in the boots. Make sure it's normal. And make sure you watch the video very carefully in case of any errors. In case you make any errors, and we'll save that there. Let's quickly review it. The name of the creative tab, the durability, damage reduction, enchantability, toughness is basically what iron armor has. It's at 0 because we're not going to give this any toughness. The sound it makes, the armor parts, the helmet, we have it openable. That's why we have the openable texture here, which is the scuba suit. We have the normal texture, which is Bruce Wayne helmet. We have the name of this armor part. We have the block state. Same thing here. Except openable with false. Name of texture, block state. False and false on the glowing and openable. So we have the name of the texture and the block state. Then we have the same thing for the feet. We save, close out of this, go into your add-ons folder, then highlight everything and zip it. Make sure it's a zip. That should be everything working, but don't stop watching the video yet. We're gonna cut or copy this and put it in our Minecraft add-on packs folder. Alright, here we are inside the game again. Inside the game, the test to see if our add-on is working. Find your add-on. What you want to do is type in F and your add-on ID or the name of your item. In this case, it's Bruce Wayne. As you can see, here's our item, our armor. Sorry, not item, same thing. There's our armor item textures. I'm panicking because my battery's dying. There we go, we have the textures. And let's see if we go. Now my mouse is glitching, okay. Let's put them on. And as you can see, the armor is working. If we click X, we go into the scuba suit. It seems the scuba suit takes off our skin, so that's slight miscalculation on my part. I guess if you want to keep the Bruce Wayne skin, you have to put it in the super suit by putting it above each other. Yeah, but basically that's Minecraft texturing stuff. That's not really important. As you can see, the armor is working. We can swap the skins. And yeah, thanks for watching. Next tutorial I'll do Black Panther suit tutorial, which is basically one item instead of all of this, one item that turns on a suit. Anyways, battery's dying. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.